Hey guys, how's it going? November 29th, 2020, and looking at imagery from what was a very successful weekend. Say, way above my expectations. I had no idea what I was getting into. Just knew that the sustained were going to be into the 20-kilometer-hour range, which basically my limit at normal Mavic Mini's 29 kilometers, about 8, which is the cruising speed in position mode. Well, these are some of my. This is my regular desktop, which goes through some last pictures from this week. Uh, uh, yeah, I caught some amazing footage from Jordan Harbor, which is up on YouTube. Um, Trying to figure out what best to do for the channel, what best to do to make this better without not necessarily me being lazy about it, but without me having to measure. So it's how would you say? I want to be able to, if I'm going to enhance my videos or do something with my videos, there was uh, Saturday morning at Welland Yard. If I'm going to, now I don't think I released that video publicly. Not much more to see other than the spots. See there. Very short flight. There were no trains and went around, took a look at some of the. I actually posted it private. And the reason why I didn't post this one publicly, there was two flights that I kept private, just because my son's image. So I'm trying to avoid that if I can. Yeah, that's where the auto rack. But yeah, so it's one of these things where there is there was the image. Actually, it's kind of neat that it's actually high above the trestle there. Nice, beautiful. Um, Thinking about actually trying to put a website up. Thinking about that a little bit more. I have, the Wikia, but I used to have a website too. Thinking about putting one just because, just sometimes the images are just I find these are just but I'm watching the high definition shot and just like boom, there it goes. You get an image like that. Perfect for my backdrops, everything, images. But yeah, it'd be kind of neat too. It was just a great weekend overall. Tonight, didn't see any trains. We kind of missed the early evening rush. They did their interchange fairly quickly. The winds have subsided. Uh, it was mainly, however, there were times where the full moon tonight was able to get through, and I was really wanting to fly tonight, see what it was like. Mind you, I did fly. Uh, I flew in one really lit parking lot to right by the East Main Tunnel. Uh, that video will be going up probably. I don't know if it would be Monday, but maybe Tuesday. And I also had image of, or sorry, a video from early in Fort Erie. I decided to launch from on the Parkway. I think it's legal. Could be wrong. Oh, no. Parks has an issue. Oh, if it was an issue. Anyways, I decided to launch from small parking lot by the. Figured it was the best place for me to get across. Got out over the Niagara River, um, Upper Niagara River by Buffalo, Fort Erie, and was able to turn into towards the city there. So I'll be curious what that footage looks like. But of course, didn't see any trains, unfortunately. That's okay. I mean, I was just happy to be able to get so much. I knew it was going to be a nice sunny weekend, and I shouldn't say sunny for the most part. It actually turned overcast um, days though. Another video that I took earlier today, Port Weller Harbor. That was a neat one. That was an interesting one too because my son and I were looking for a place to. Wish we would walk, but we went to Port Weller. The winds were really high that day. We actually were headed to Allenburg at first. We were gonna go for a walk. Weren't too worried about the trains. In fact, I didn't catch any trains today. Um, that was the end of the 422 crossing tail end. 422 across the harbor. That's the escarpment. But yeah, 420, 422, 421. We caught both of them. That was great. 421 I got coming into Port Robinson West, which is up as well as the video. I got two videos at partial. You go over 4 GB, splits the video. Yeah, so I got across that. I'm gonna try a different format again. I'm gonna try to do kind of commentaries of the videos that's happening and basically kind of explain some of the key points of what you're seeing. Talk about that's a nice little island. Oh, what do you call it? Seeing if I was going to attract those. Actually, I'm too far away. Lake Ontario is beyond the peninsula that separates. Used to in the winter when this was frozen over, used to take my snowmobile out. It's fun back in the. Now it's a sanctuary. Really nice. Go out there on a canoe or kayak. Got my boat I can take out there. What boat basically inflatable. And I think this one's yeah, this was pretty sure. I'm just trying to look at that. I think so. Sir, I know I've taken a couple from Port Robinson, so I'm pretty sure this was weekend. I'm just in that. I'm not sure. I don't think it was. I don't have date timestamps. Eventually, I'll go through. Like I said, anybody's here. No, not. So yeah, we've been checking the channel stats just to see how things are going. The first drone footages were the ones that seemed to get the most views. Then they've kind of died off. So I don't know if the novelties that interesting is find it, which is fine. It's what it keep on adding the content. Oh, and if I find it's not worth my time adding, son, whoever, the ultimate goal, as far as the said this, those that wondering if I'm doing trains route, it's still coming. I just haven't touched train in a while because really I've had all the opportunities to do them while I still can. Whether this weekend or this week I should say, coming up right now, it's not looking good. I think I have one flight left. I have one flight. What is three? Cell phone. Uh, 5 day forecast. Precipitation on Wednesday. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun. Oh, I call for 2 to 4 centimeters. So this, I mean, right here to me looks like a total. Other than Thursday, which might work out okay, it's gonna be a total walk. 14 days. Say I see a lot. I even this weekend coming up though doesn't look that good. So you got to take advantage of them while you can. A lot of precipitation. Fortunately, a little windy, so I didn't get to do what I wanted to do. Nothing I can. If I get up early enough tomorrow, or if I self move tomorrow, I don't expect to. So I'm not really that tired of them, but see what happens. I got one flight in me tomorrow from morning, I think. Up. This is St. Catherine. Hey, we're looking at rain at this point. Man, these are if I can get up tomorrow morning and radar looks good, I'm definitely going for Power Glen. I'll put it up 22. That should give me a signal to get through high enough. And that's the thing. When you're in a city, you need to have view so that the further away you are, the higher you have to be. I was even tonight. I was going over the East Main Tunnel. I was trying to get over the tunnel, but starting to lose signal. In Fort Erie, I was starting to lose signal. But mind you, there's Wi-Fi in all city, so that probably explains why I was losing signal. As far as the canal goes, I'm not sure why I was signal because I thought I had a line of sight. I knew basically where it was in the air. I knew there was no ships around. Check that. Ventured. I think I made it over there because I started losing signal, so I came back and losing signal is not the end of the world. You can lose signal with uh, the thing is what you got to be careful about is the wind. Number one, just because you're in a parameter that says this is this is really pushing it, say right here now. This you can't go in. Let's just say the rain wasn't here. What I did was I turned off the gusts. So I was in a lot of this kind of today. Tonight it was much better. 12, 20. I was in more like a type of weather, clear but overcast. Um, about 80%. Rather pleasant evening. I even had it up to the maximum 122 a couple times. Yeah, I was at high at Fort Erie. I went. Nice to get up there. I hadn't been up. We don't know. Seems like forever because it wasn't certainly any time this weekend. Fort Weller, I had to have it at every time I tried to get it up to 30 meters, running into problems. So I kept it down to 20. Video you'll see of Port Weller, you will see the wind. This was actually the windiest condition I was. Now I was never in any danger of a flyaway, but I knew video was not going to be. I was going to get. Sure enough, it happened. Like I said, not in any danger of flyaways. I knew sustained winds. I was fine. I was low enough to. Here's the danger. This is where flyaway become an issue. And I should have been a little bit more careful on this, but I was okay anyways because I stayed within my means. I didn't venture too far away. Lower, I made that. I gave myself the first opportunity to take control back. When you have a return to home, my return to home setting is 100 meters. Now, if I'm getting blown around at the 20, 30 meter level, at 100 meters, I'm going to be carried away. And what almost going to happen if I wasn't careful. You start losing signal very, very rapidly. You just have to be careful. Everything else, I mean, the drones flying, I don't have that. Um, I believe the Fly More combo has been ordered with Fly More combo with back. I haven't had any. As far as I can tell, it sits fine in the. Could be wrong, but from what I can tell, it's not the same issue. Place the blades crossing the seems to sits in. I don't have any problem with it. As long as it's working, I don't. That's all I'm worried. Probably should. Yes. Uh oh. So one thing I found here tonight, right at this location, drove through tonight. This is actually well lit up. So I want to get some photography. It's actually a try. Technically on railroad property, but could go back park just down by the river as well, by right by the bridge parkway. Launched from I was out over the water. There's enough lights that are covering water systems placed forward and so I mean I'm not interfering with that or any way. I'm just looking for a light source. Thing that's going over. Unfortunately, um, I just got home. I checked the ATS about an hour ago, and train coming across. So I was like, just start lock. He left around 4 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the did the break. So, anyways, back to talking about before I end talking about train stuff. a week like this, I may get into the train stuff, but I probably won't. Probably just a little bit more research I want to do on the drone self setup, channel setup, get a workflow going. I got a lot in the can to go through. Couple flights tonight. A few others be up and ready to go. I don't know if I'm going to make it tomorrow morning. Probably not. And tomorrow, if not tomorrow at evening. Flights from last night probably be narrated tomorrow at some point, and then hopefully make them live Tuesday. So that's what you gotta look forward to. Nothing spectacular. Most of the spectacular stuff has already happened. The only thing that I'm trying to think of, the only flight that because of the winds, Port Weller, I don't think there was any. Trying to picture one on Saturday night that I'm gonna keep that private publicly. Um, it's too bad. I may edit it. Thinking about it, maybe I may also redo the video well in yard, edit that, give that. But we'll see. It depends if I really. It's a nice video. Not that long. I have some questions. Perhaps some more knowledge can. I enjoyed. Didn't have an opportunity for that tonight. See, no, I don't know what the weather's going to be the next 4 weeks away from Christmas. Actually, seven this. Look at Oxy. All of this footage of get into get out of the glamorous stuff, surveying the main line, stuff like that. That's going to go into the process. That is what's going to eventually over the winter. Because eventually, I'm not going to be can't fly as much. Going to be here sooner than we think. I'm lucky. Well, I'll win. It wasn't too bad today though. That was for this working on pulled out and then I pulled a cut of cards there from the second going back in. Anyways, guess I got it. Anyways, hope you guys had a good weekend too. Guys, in this long turkey. Hope you had a good one too. Long week. Uh, I'm going to enjoy the benefits of the turkey weekend because Claude's going to be looking forward to that. It'll be nice. I'm not expected to a weekend, so I'm expecting it. Not shipping anything tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna see tomorrow. I think I'll get anything actually. It'll be one of these weird weeks. I'll get a bunch of it'll be dead. It'll why all of a sudden I'll have a whole crap load of stuff to